today I'm at East Anglia Transport Museum in Suffolk. We're going to go and check out the trams and the little train and some of the old-fashioned shops. I hope you enjoy the visit. So I'm starting out by just having a look in this little garage area. We have got some old-fashioned cars, we've got some bikes, signs from times gone by, like that Shell one they've just seen. I must admit I don't know a lot about cars, but these do look beautiful. If you know more about these, then do let me know about them in the comments. But I love how they've set this up like a kind of workshop, and then they've got all like the bikes in the ceiling there, and then all these old signs. Be interesting to know if any of the branding is still similar or the same now. So yeah, there's a lot to see inside and outside here. It's set up with all these little shops and things that you can go into, the warehouses, and then you've got the trams actually running on the tracks around the site as well. So just adds an extra little dimension to it really. And you can have a go with your entry ticket, you can have a go on all of those, on tram and a little train and a bus. So I'm just going to have a quick look in here. It's set up with some little people. They almost look like real people, they do. From afar I can almost be mistaken that they are. So yeah, a little wagon here set up with the like they're having a day's work. I'm just going to have a look around this indoor area. Probably going to get a lot of reflections from the glass, so apologies for that. But yeah, so there was a lot of information. Definitely recommend you taking time to like stop and read all of this if you've got a bit more time than I have. There's even a chance to do a little quiz there, so you can go around with a pen and paper, answer the quiz questions, and get the answers at the end. There is a little film here. So yeah, 10-minute film there again, probably worth stopping and having a look at that in greater length. So yeah, another workshop. We've got the vehicles in the centre here, steamroller here, and then you've got all the information boards around the outside, and they have like set it up a little bit, you know, in the fashion of wartime Britain. I'm going to have a little look in here. There's some buttons to press. I can't resist things like this, interactive elements. So they light up. So these here, they're all connected to, yeah, as you can see at the back there, little all the little boxes, so you can light them up and see them a little better. It's a nice little interactive element there. I've got to press them all, haven't I? So there you have it. I love that old-fashioned telephone. From when telephones were actually telephones, that they were just for calling people. Wonder if those street signs are real places. I'm assuming they are from real streets. All those old signs. So we have got an Anderson shelter here. I remember studying these at school. It's typical homework, isn't it? Make an Anderson shelter from light corrugated cardboard. Yeah, there's a little story about the shelters there. What else have we got around here? So back outside, going to have a look at these different vehicles that you can have a go on. So let's hop on the bus. So this takes you around the site. You get a much better view. You can walk all of this, it's not really that far, but nice to have a little go on the old-fashioned vehicles. So we've got the bus, and there's also an opportunity to go on a tram and on a train. And then you can see the tram over there, so we'll have a little go on that a bit later. And here is the train station where you can take a train that's waiting there. Hopefully get a chance to go on that as well. But yeah, it just is a couple of loops of the site, so it's a good opportunity to to get a view and also to experience, I guess, what it was like on these old vehicles. To be fair, the bus isn't all that much different to buses today. I don't think you get many buses where you get the kind of spiral staircase bit at the back where you get on at the back, because you always go on the front, don't you, and get your ticket swiped or do your swipe your card or whatever. So it's probably it's all contactless now, really, isn't it, mostly? There's that little workshop that I was in a moment ago. There's a little cafe. We're going back round, as you can see, but there's a little cafe there as well where you can get really reasonable lunches. Right, let's hop on the tram. Again, we've got this little like winding staircase at the back. I do love those. But yeah, I think they probably got rid of them because they want to monitor everyone getting on. People, I don't know how they do it. I guess they had the ticket collectors, didn't they, coming round all the time. They don't seem to do that anymore. So it's just checking as you get on, isn't it? So yeah, really similar route. Another opportunity to see the rest of the site from above. So there's a lovely little park area, good for sitting, having a picnic or grabbing some food from the cafe and sitting there. You can see all the vehicles lined up here. So there's quite a few buses, really. There's a little shop set up like an old-fashioned shop. It's not really anywhere you could actually buy anything. But yeah, they've done the window displays up. We'll have a closer look at that a bit later when we're off the vehicles. And then you go off the main site just into the forest a little way. I think they're expanding up here, so there's quite a lot more land. I love the seats, by the way, because these seats you can put them, like you can move them so you can sit either way, so you can have the backrest so that you're facing the people you're with, or you can have them facing the same way so that you don't have to face strangers. Yeah, we don't have that anymore, do we? So yeah, we are on our way back now. There's that park again. So not a particularly big site, but there is plenty to see for a day out. Especially if you're hopping on all these different vehicles. and we're off again. So there's a closer look at that shop. So I've just hopped on another tram because why not? I just wanted to try them all out. But yeah, it's pretty much the same route. So yeah. So there's loads of pictures around as well, showing you pictures of the area with the vehicles actually in action in the streets. So that gives you a really good idea of what it was like. And yeah, these kind of, I mean, I can't believe these, who's absent, is it you, these posters that they had. Right, let's have a closer look at the other vehicles. So, as I said, there's all these buses, and you can you get on them? Yeah, you can have a little look and climb on these and have a little look around. Which obviously, you can do on the ones that are working, but they can get crowded and you can't really play around like I am now. Yeah, you can just have a ride on them, but these ones are great, the stationary ones, because you can have a look at the decor properly, and there is no one on this at the moment, so I am making the most of it. I just love the staircases. So there's another one here. Wow, look at these leather. I don't know if it's real leather, but leather style seats. Just show you a little bit of a view of outside there. Right. Great to have a look around. So let's go and see what else there is to see. Another little one of these wagons, but this one you can get into fully. Oh, a tea cosy. Does anyone still use tea cozies on teapots? Oh, I haven't seen one of those in years. But then I haven't used a teapot in years. Let me know in the comments if you still use a teapot and if you've got a tea cosy. I'd love to know. I hope they are still being used. Do you recognise anything? Can I have a look in here because there are a few more vehicles to see. Very interested in the little caravan that I spotted as well. Got some old signs, some London Tube signs. I mean, the bikes are all in the ceiling. Why? Well, there's one there, but most of the bikes are in the ceiling. Why is that? I guess use of space, isn't it? They've got so much that they've got to cram into such a small space, and they can't exactly put any of the other vehicles in the ceiling. So anyway, I love how they've filled them with the old milk bottles and the milk crates. Although my family still get glass bottles of milk delivered to the door. Let me know if you do. I love that. I love that the milk crates and the glass milk bottles. I love that tradition. This old signage. I mean, people collect these, don't they? Radio Times. Oh, that's cute. Old-fashioned ice cream van. So yeah, loads of really nice signage. Sign for Great Yarmouth. Trip to Great Yarmouth. Right, and this is great. I'm going to have a go at this because you get on the way in, you get one of these and you can collect the different vehicle stamps. So at different points around the site, you can get 6 stamps. So I've got a couple of them already, but I'm going to look out for the others. Here's a little caravan that I mentioned. Oh, let's have a look in here. I mean, they're very different, aren't they, to caravans nowadays. We've been staying in a haven, and honestly, even if you go for one of the budget options, it's still luxury compared to these tiny things. So, yeah. If you are interested in cars, there are so many. Oh, there's another stamp. There's another one to get there. Yeah, so many here. I mean, it's a transport museum that focuses on like the trams and the buses, but there are lots of old cars and taxis to look at. So definitely worth a visit if you're interested in old cars. Like I say, I don't know that much about these, so I can't go around saying what they all are, but do let me know if you recognise any. Loads of information. Unfortunately, I can't stop and read it to you. There's so many of these boards about the history of the museum, the history of the vehicles. I do love how they decorated everything with all these old signs. So hopefully that's given you a decent look around. And you get the idea of how it's all decorated. Right, it's time to see if we can get on the little train. So we've been on the bus, we've been on 2 trams. The train is a slightly different route because it's obviously on its own track. And I think it goes a little bit further out. So hoping we get to see something a little bit different going on the train. I love they've got this old-fashioned station. All the different signs again. Right, and we are off. So we're coming around the back of the parked cars. Don't know if you noticed we're at the front of those when we were going around on the tram. So slightly different route this time. Looks like we're going to see a bit more of the greenery and the forest area. Quite a rickety ride. I do love these old-fashioned trains though. They're a bit like those little trains that you get at the seaside, like the one at Great Yarmouth. There's the back of the garages, the warehouses where they've got the buses. See the bus going round there, and we've also got the tram just here. I mean, they just go round and round and round all day, I think. Always seem to be on the move. So has anybody been here? Has anybody visited the museum? Do let me know in the comments if you have. What did you think of it? They also do different events. They do a light one at Christmas. I think they do a Halloween one as well. Let me know if you've been to any of those. Is it worth coming back to ride the lights? I think that's what they call it at Christmas. I'll have to give it a go sometime. Let me know if it's worth it. And we are heading back now. Here we are back at the station. So yeah, a bit more of an interesting, different route. Definitely worth getting the train, I'd say, as well as the other vehicles. Yeah, just a fun day out, really. I love that you get to do all this on top of also having a look around the other areas of the museum. Just gonna have a quick look in here. The signal box. And you've got all these levers. And a chair that you're not allowed to sit on. Well, we've done all of the different vehicles. Oh, I don't know if you watched the repair shop, but I've just noticed that they've sort of done the repair shed with the similar writing. Almost copied the symbol, haven't they, to the repair shop? There must be a fan of the repair shop. Some more old-fashioned signs here. May recognise some of these. Bisto. That's Do they still have "Our Bisto" as their slogan? I'm not sure. So we're at these little shops now, where you can't actually go inside, but the windows are all laid out as they would have been, I assume. Well, as close as they can, I guess. Half day closing. Now, when I was growing up, there was half day closing in the town where I grew up every Wednesday. So all the shops shut around lunchtime on a Wednesday, as well as being closed on a Sunday. I imagine there are still places where that happens, aren't there? But I haven't seen that in a while. Coleman's mustard, that's still around, isn't it? Old-fashioned radios, turnstiles. So there's that. This is that shop that we could see from the tram window, and we are back in the garages. Well, I've managed to collect all 6 stamps. I've just been finding them as I went along. Yeah, they're quite well hidden actually, but there's just 6 different points. Won't tell you where they are in case you come and have a go, but it just adds a little bit of fun to the day. There is an old-fashioned post office here. You actually get behind the desk and to pick up the phone and everything. The date on the wall there. Postcards of postal services in remote areas. Old phone boxes. And that little park that I mentioned earlier. And there's just so much to see, and every window they've just put like memorabilia in every single window, and there's just so much. I mean, yeah, you could spend hours here. Like, I must have missed so much by walking past it a bit fast, but yeah, if you had the time to just study everything, you could be here all day. So we've got some old black cabs with the taxi service penciled on a blackboard. And then just at the entrance or the exit, we've got this old carriage, and it's being used as a little additional museum. So yeah, unfortunately, I haven't got time to kind of go through all the little glass cages and show you all of that, and I don't think it'd be very useful on video anyway, but yeah, definitely worth a slower look through. I hope you've enjoyed this little tour of East Anglia Transport Museum. I've certainly had a great day. If you are a transport enthusiast, then I definitely recommend it, and even if you're not so much, it's still a great day out. If you enjoyed this video, then please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and to subscribe to the channel, and I hope to see you at another one. Thanks for watching.